I wrote a script, like a movie script. It's in a little binder and everything. Ain't that something? I've been writing the script for a couple months now. It's a slasher movie about a dying friend group that all go on an annual trip to a hunting lodge to drink. And everyone is so mad at each other that none of them realize that they're in a slasher movie and that they're all being killed off by a guy in a bear mask. So the script was written with the intention of filming it in upstate New York with all my friends, who will be acting as exaggerated versions of themselves. I assumed that we'd just pack it up, go upstate, and just casually film an entire movie in a weekend. I have a Canon DSLR, my friends are all out of college and are kind enough to help me, and my friend Jay can handle all the audio and music. I'm sure filming a feature-length movie with all my non-actor friends will go very smoothly, even though we don't have professional lighting, proper audio equipment, any way to stabilize the camera, and to top it all off, this is my first time doing anything like this. But it's like Quentin Tarantino once said,
if you truly love cinema, you can't help but make a good movie.
And you know what? I was inspired. And it's not like he's ever said anything controversial before. But you're telling me that you don't need talent to make a movie? You just gotta love movies? I love movies. You know what? I think I can do this. My final project in my editing class is to film an edited documentary. Remember that script I wrote? What if I filmed a scene for my upcoming movie? I can have one of my friends film me and we can document the whole process. The goal here is to try and film a scene that... The scene I chose was very simple. Oh shit, I didn't even say the name of the movie. Now bear with me. No, that's the name of the movie.
Oh, brother!
So 4 of the characters, Flip, Chan, Dom, and Nemi, all take shrooms before the 3rd act of the movie. Flip leaves and wanders into the woods where he gets lost for the rest of the movie, and this is where he encounters the killer. I storyboarded the whole scene and all we had to do was film. I wanted to shoot this scene because there's no dialogue. All we had to do was film and get background audio. The plan was to go into the woods for a day and film the scene. The next day, me and Jason were going to go back to his house, figure out what audio we needed, and make the score. So I needed to gather a team.
Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road, back again. Your heart is true. You're the pal and a confidant. And if you threw a party, you invited everyone you knew. You would see the biggest gift from me, and the card attached would say thank you for being a friend.
So, turns out when you, finish college, you get a job and, have responsibilities. I'm unfamiliar with this concept. I blindly assumed that my friends would all be available midday to film. They weren't. Now I need to think of a new scene to film, and I only have 1 week to do it. I need an indoor scene because the only time me and my friends can ever hang out is at night. And my fancy Canon DSLR can't film at night. So unless I was going to light a scene with the flashlight on my cellular phone, I needed to shoot indoors. But once again, I was inspired.
Alright, listen up. Do you want to make videos like this? Or this?
This is a video posted by Ganon Films, and it shows the process of creating a scene that looks like a 90s point-and-click computer game. When I first saw this, I knew I wanted to make a scene like this. The scene that I thought would be most appropriate for the style was one that also takes place after the 4 characters take shrooms. And one of the characters, Chan, as in Chandler. You know what? I'm rambling. I'm gonna have the director explain this to you.
Alright. Ladies and general cars.
This is the scene that we're filming, okay?
We're filming
So, it's inside yours and Sanko's room. Sanko's shadow boxing, but you can only see his fist. And I walk up to the door, and then you're like, Chan. I look in, zoom in on my face, I'm unwell. Cuts to Zim and Sanko.
Why am I so small?
I know, I just drew you like that.
Why are you touching my penis with both hands?
Your legs are kicking too. So, I sit down, Zim's staring back at me smiling. You say, don't even say anything, bro. I know exactly what you want.
Dude, don't
Don't even say anything.
I know exactly what you
I
want.
don't sound like
Now I'm
this.
off screen.
Is that me?
No one wants to gamble with you. Pulls out the dice.
Do you have the dice?
No, we had to use marbles. Stanko kicks the dice out of his hand. Got back to him. He's silent about it. You're just like,
I got you, bro.
but you don't say anything. You mouth it, and then you reach into your pocket, pull out the dice again.
Oh,
Stanko
yeah.
kicks them out of your hands again. Sits back down. Shut up, Bev. He's not even looking. Cut to me. I'm staring at the wall. The wall. Cuts back to you. You're just kind of like fiddling. You're just like, you know. You're just like, you're thinking. You get an idea. You take your bag out. You pour out a bunch of dice, but then the dagger falls out. Stanko sees the knife, grabs the knife, looks at the knife.
Whoa.
They turn around and look at me. I'm looking up at them, and then this is when like I do the whole still stuff. You two are still images, and then the knife kind of comes up quickly like this. Says, yo.
Oh, no.
Yo.
Cuts back to me. I'm freaking out.
He's freaking out.
Chan, you should shave your beard. Extreme close up on my eye. Freaking out.
What?
Stanko's
and then I just have that no teeth showing smile.
and then Zim says, Chan, you should shave. It's not a good look. Dutch angle of me, it's like a side. I say, what? Now this shot is from like an old French movie. I want to replicate it where it's for one person's sideways, the other person's
Zim's in the foreground.
foreground, background, but you're basically right behind each other. Overhead shot of me. I'm like, what? And then it's me staring like this, and then it's both Stanko and Zim looking at me, and I'm your voices are in the background. It says, whoa, your face just morphed into a different face. You kind of look like a now.
I actually said.
I think it's the beard. You should shave. I snap away the knife and I run away. And it's just them sitting there. He says, bro, what did I say?
Wow.
And after all this time, we finally did it.
Chan. Yo, Chan.
Yo, bro, you good?
Chan, let's spar.
Don't even worry, bro. I know exactly what you're thinking.
No one wants to gamble with you.
We're not gonna be gambling, I promise. We're just gonna be betting on these dice. Fuck, dude! Dude, those were my last marbles! Oh, fuck, dude!
Shut the fuck up, Biff. He's not even looking.
Yo, you should shave your beard.
Jan, you need to shave. It's not a good look.
Shave your beard.
Ah, shit, I'm sorry. We probably shouldn't be saying this while you're on shrooms.
Dude, what did I say?
Wow. I think. I think. So, I'm not sure if you guys noticed this, but, two of our actors were recast halfway through the scene. Sort of a blink or you'll miss it type of thing. What if I told you that that was the least of this scene's problems? What if I told you I have a whole list here of problems? Before we get into any of this, I will not blame any of the actors. They all did their best. Also, they are all not actors. I think if given proper direction, they could have played to their strengths. And I will say the music by Jay and Tommy is very good. All right, let's get into it. Problems immediately become apparent with the first shot. In the storyboards, the shot was supposed to slowly zoom in on my face as my character looks scared and confused. Not only is this the least scared look I could have given, but it's blatantly obvious that I just completely forgot what my character was supposed to be feeling here. You know, the whole point of the scene. This also now makes the next shot make no sense because Nemi asks if everything is okay. Everything looks completely fine to me. So as far as setting the tone for the rest of the scene goes, I already fell on my face here. Now let's get into the technical problems. As we can recall from the storyboards, we were supposed to slowly zoom in on my face here. We couldn't zoom because
I dropped my camera yesterday.
You want to know how I dropped my camera? I was walking with my tripod over my shoulder like a homeless cartoon character, and because this is a Walmart tripod for iPhones, it couldn't support the weight of my camera. And now the nozzle shakes the entire camera every time I try to zoom in. I guess it doesn't matter because the camera shakes anyway, probably because I bought this tripod at Walmart. This applies to the whole scene. You should have multiple takes for each shot. Even if you love the shot with all of your heart, shoot another take. Then you know what? Shoot another take after that. With multiple takes, you can avoid shots like this where Zim is looking in the complete wrong direction while he's delivering his line. Once again, this is not his fault at all. It's most likely the director's fault. But let's take a look over the footage and see whose fault it is exactly.
Perfect.
Dude, the marbles! Fuck! God damn it! Big guy, pants okay. Well, there's your answer right there. This is just embarrassing. Moving on. Mise en scène is French for placing on stage. It's also not used properly in this scene. Obviously, this isn't the location the scene is supposed to be filmed in. It takes place in a hunting lodge, and this is a millennial gray basement. So obviously the tone of the scene is going to get lost in translation. But this is no excuse to leave random shit in frame because you couldn't be fucked to move over a couple pillows. The bottom line is, our backgrounds are gray, and the pillows are bright yellow and green. Considering the character has a shirt with muted colors for the most part, where's your eye going to be drawn to in this scene? The colorful pillows, which have absolutely nothing to do with what's going on in the scene. Shot reverse shot just might be one of the most commonly used shots ever. It's the simplest and most effective way to showcase an interaction between characters. It may seem like a very simple form of storytelling, but there's a subtle art to it. I would suggest watching the video by Every Frame a Painting, detailing the works of the Coen brothers and their mastery of the shot. It's all about rhythm. It's about creating space between characters. If you don't account for this, you'll end up making a scene that I call the Samurai Cop edit. How can you mess up something as simple as a shot of a character talking and a shot of another character reacting or talking back? Well, let me introduce you to one of the greatest interactions in all of cinema.
Me. Nothing there.
Nothing there? Just exactly what would interest you? Something the size of a jumbo jet?
Have you been circumcised?
That wasn't a porno movie, I swear. Alright, back to what I was saying. The scene I made here has no rhythm, and no sense of space between characters. The effect on Teddy and Bender is fun, but ultimately it feels like overcompensation for the lack of rhythm. This interaction is supposed to display Chan's perspective, but these interactions can feel more separate. A major reason for the strange feeling is due to the way it was filmed. There is no real interaction here. These are fragments that are filmed separately, and there's no chemistry between the characters. Now, we can use the excuse that the characters are on shrooms and that everything here was done on purpose to convey this vibe. And this prick would say that, wouldn't he? So what did we take away from this project? I don't know. Me and my friends had fun. Please give me a good grade.